Welcome to my first tutorial for Procedural Studio. Today we're going to look at how to create a simple terrain using a 2D function and hydraulic erosion. I'm going to start out by going to the tab Functional in our node selector window and selecting the node Basic Shape Func2D. Click and drag to the main area to create an instance of a Basic Shape Func2D node. If I left click on that node, the node editor in the top right corner of the UI will show me a list of all of the open input parameters that are not connected to any outputs of other nodes, as well as a preview visualization of the output shape, which is in this case a pyramid, because as the shape we have selected a pyramid. This is an open input parameter, so I can edit it in the node editor window by scrolling down and selecting a different shape. For instance, I could select a bell function or a cone or any other shape. This will be the basic shape for a mountain in our terrain, and I'm going to stick to the original shape of a pyramid. All the other inputs can be edited as well. For example, I can change the maximum value to make the pyramid a little bit higher, and I can change the width and the height of the pyramid. I can move the center of the pyramid in X and Y, and I can also rotate the angle. Now, in order to make this look like a more natural mountain shape, we're going to use hydraulic erosion to simulate the effects of erosion and make this look like an actual terrain a little bit. And in order to do that, I'm going to go to the tab Geologic and select the node Erosion. Click that and drag to the main area to create an instance of an erosion node. Now, I cannot directly connect the output function of our node, of our pyramid, to the input of the erosion node because the erosion works on images. So as a last step, I need to go to the tab Image and select a node Image from 2D function to convert our pyramid function to an image. And you can see that this function 2D input of our converter node is highlighted in green, indicating that this connection is possible. All of the other inputs are red. So I'm going to connect my pyramid shape to the func2D input of our image from 2D function node. And at the output, we will now have the pyramid as an image. If I click on the node, the preview visualization will not show anything. And this is because our basic shape function hasn't yet been calculated. This is only a preview. In order to make this input available, I need to calculate all of these functions, and I can do that by clicking on Execute. This will calculate our graph, and as you can see, all of the shapes are now highlighted in a lighter shade of gray, indicating that they're calculated. Also, it says in the bottom left corner that the calculation is complete, and it says how long it took. In this case, it was just a few milliseconds. Now, if I click on the node image from 2D function, I can see in the preview visualization that's now available that our pyramid has been converted to an image. This is now a grayscale image of our pyramid, which will be the height map for our terrain, which the erosion node will work on. So as a last step, I'm going to connect the image to the height map input of our erosion node. And now if I click on the erosion node, I can see a preview visualization where the pyramid shape is already eroded. It looks like the terrain has melted a little bit, and it does look more like a natural mountain. Obviously, the colors are still wrong. The erosion channels in this debug visualization are shown in red, and the deposition areas are shown in green. But it does look like a few million years of erosion have taken place. If I execute again, it will now calculate the final result for the erosion, and if I click on Show Results, I can now see the output of our erosion node in a higher resolution. By the way, this window in the center here always shows the final visualization of a node that's been calculated. I can change that visualization by clicking on the show results to show the results of the respective node. In this case, if I click on show results of our basic shape func 2D node, it will show the pyramid. If I click on the image from 2D function, it will show the image. And if I click on the erosion, it will show the final result of our erosion node. Now, to make it look a little bit more natural, in the next tutorial, we're going to look at how to create a simple coloring, a simple texture for our terrain. Thank you for watching.